throat. That took a lot of work for me to do. I'm not gonna lie. But welcome back, Sports Fanatic Show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I'm here for one reason only. It's breaking news today. And what's crazy is I was in a class meeting with my teacher. We was going over some things. Boom, 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 wada wop that. Whoop de whoop. Get the notification on my phone. Taylor Jenkins, head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, has been fired. With 10 games to go in the NBA season, what the hell? So let's talk about it, right? Because I got class. I got class in a little minute. I do. So we're going to be here for about 10, 15 minutes. Let's talk about it. Because two things that when I first seen this, I thought about. One, I don't think there's been a head coach in the NBA fired this season, which has been really good because in the last 3 years, there's been a lot of turnover at the head coach position. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. No homo, no diddy, no diddy. My throat on fire. I can't lie, my throat is on fire. But I'm here for the people though. But yeah, no head coach has been fired this season. Really good. A lot of coaches have been doing well. I mean, you think of the Pistons with JB Bickerstaff, they've done phenomenally well. I'm surprised the Wizards still have a coach. It doesn't seem like they have a coach, but they do. Who else? The Jazz, Will Hardy. So I'm just surprised that a lot of coaches still have their job despite how their season has went. But Taylor Jenkins, there's been a lot of riffraff about my boy. There's been a lot of, behind the scenes through the graveyard, whatever they say, through the grapevine, something like that, about, is this fit with him and Ja or him and the current Grizzlies roster? Is it a good team to have? In my opinion, I think Taylor Jenkins has done a phenomenal job of building this Grizzlies team. I mean, think about it. When he first came, all he had was a hurt Jaren Jackson. That was it. And then I think Dylan Brooks, but we don't even count Dylan Brooks, right? So then you go from that to John Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams at one point, Zach Edey, Salty Aldama, Vince Williams, Gigi Jackson, Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones, Scottie Pippen Jr. Am I missing somebody? Xavier Tillman. I mean, you just had a plethora of good players, but for some odd reason, they can never get over the hump. And it wasn't his fault, to my opinion. I believe that the injuries when they faced the Warriors in 2022, that was a big problem. Ja going down with that bone bruise. And then last year, was that last year? It was last year when Ja got when he was suspended, and then he got hurt, and then the Grizzlies didn't have a good season. That's how they ended up with Zach Edey. So that's one thing. A lot of the last 3 years, it really hasn't been due to bad coaching. It's been due to things he can't control, things out of Taylor Jenkins' control. But I do think Zach Kleiman and the entire organization of the Grizzlies, they didn't miss their window, but they did not capitalize on their window. And what I mean by that is two small guards. You never see that work. Never see that work. You have John Morant, Desmond Bain. You've seen Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. You've seen Trae Young, DeJounte Murray. Who else I can think of? Two small guards. At one point, the question was, did Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland work? But this season with Kenny Atkinson is completely different. Who else? Two small guards. That's all I can think of right now. But y'all, my throat. I'm doing this for y'all. I shouldn't even be talking. But the two guards just doesn't work. And I think they missed out on their window to go get Kevin Durant. But the window is still there for this summer. You fired Taylor Jenkins, right? Your assistant, Darko, who now is the head coach for Toronto, he would have been a great piece right there, boom, for Memphis. But instead, I think what they may do if they don't hire one of their assistants, two things. Boy, yeah, I'm going through it. Steve Nash is still a candidate. And they might just hire from within because the Grizzlies is a small. Oh, that tea felt so good. Let me drink another. That felt good. That felt really great. But what was I saying, y'all? Yeah, they might hire from within inside. So with that, I'm curious as to see with 10 games before the playoffs. That's my thing. 10 games before the playoffs, what do? You have no leader, you have a lost team, and then it's just confuddled. Everything is confuddled. There's nothing smooth about this transition at all. I would have rather you took an L on the season because you probably was going to take one anyway and not win. Take the L on season, fire him, start brand new. Why would you start right before 10 games into the season? I mean, playoffs. You don't know what could have happened. You have no idea what could have happened. And then I understand possibly why he got fired. We can go into statistics and all of that. The offensive rating went down, all of this, points per game. They can't beat the Thunder. The Thunder put belt the ass on them for at least, I know, 3 games. I've watched 2 out of 3 games they played. I don't know if they have another one. But I've watched at least 2 games that the Thunder then just mollywopped them. And then you got 12. Hold on. Y'all got 12. Can y'all see that? 12 in the corner. And then there was a dispute, him and 12, John Morant. That I want to say the game against OKC in March. Yes, in March, when John Morant shouldn't have been playing with the shoulder injury. He was like, I shouldn't even been out there. I just didn't feel good because he was chugging up a bunch of BS and he was clanking. He was clanking. And Taylor Jenkins goes in the press game conference. He goes to say, I just want Ja to work through it. He's going to get through this slump. No, he's hurt. He's injured. Somebody help my man. He's down bad. And then Jaren is having an all-star caliber, most improved defensive player of the year type of season. For what? For claps? You want a cookie? I mean, shit. I mean, I like Taylor Jenkins. Like I said, I like Taylor Jenkins, but this season was not maximized how it should have been. You have the team. You just need a score. You just need a score. And like I said, they missed their window. They didn't miss it, but they didn't capitalize on it. That's my idea of this season for the Memphis Grizzlies. They did not capitalize on the moments they had. It could have been 2 players they had, if not 3. But I understand why. So one was Paul George, but as we see now, Paul George is no good. 2, Brandon Ingram, no good. But his injury is way more sustainable, I guess, than whatever the hell Paul George got going on. Whew. That feels so good right there. That feels so good right there. And then Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant would have been perfect for this Memphis Grizzlies team. I didn't even have my KD jersey up here today. But Kevin Durant would have been perfect for this Memphis Grizzlies team when you think about it. John Morant, Kevin Durant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Zach Edey, Vince Williams, or Gigi Jackson. One of them definitely has to go. They let Marcus Smart go. You still got Luke Kennard. You got a squad. Scottie Pippen Jr., Brandon Clark can go. You can replace that. But he's still been doing well so far this season. But I think you can replace that or find another piece to replace. I don't know. I'm iffy about Brandon Clark. He's in the same boat as Xavier Tillman to me. But I'm all over the mic and shit. But I don't know, man. 10 games been right before the playoffs. I don't get it. That's confusing to me. Honestly, that is really confusing to me. And I don't know. I'm not understanding as to why. Was it that bad that you had to let him go 2 weeks before the playoffs started? And let's see what they are seeded now. Let's look. Let's take a quick look. NBA. And let's go to standings. I don't know if it's the pollen outside. I don't know if it's the what, bro. But I'm going through it, my dog. I'm hating hard. They're the 5th seed. 2 games away, or 1 game away from the 3rd seed. 3 games away from the 2 seed. As of right now, they'll be playing the Lakers, and that's a L. So it's not like they just garbage. So what is it? What is it? Is Taylor Jenkins not trying to rely too much on Ja because he knows Ja is not sustainable for the playoffs? Desmond Bane is not good enough to get you through the playoffs. So is he trying to encourage Desmond Bane through the regular season? So when Ja take over, Desmond Bane can go back to his regular role but have more confidence. Jaren Jackson has been playing insane, but now he's been hurt with that ankle injury for the last couple of weeks. What's the deal here? Is him, Zach Kleiman, and Taylor Jenkins? Is there a real beef? We don't know, but that's what we need to know. I can't wait for more outlets speak on this to see what they seen from reports. This is just my initial reaction. I haven't read anything. I haven't taken a deep look into anything. I seen the notification. I said, once I get out of this meeting with my teacher, I'm going to come here and talk to you people just about how I feel. And maybe again in a couple of days, we'll really get to break down the nitty gritty of the firing and of the situation at hand. So I'm curious to see what'll go on for the Grizzlies. That's the hometown team. Memphis 10, Memphis. Making easy money, pimping hoes. What was it? Pimping hoes is simple. Something like that. I think that's what it stands for. Y'all know what's going on, man. But I don't know, Memphis. We got to lock in. We got to keep Ja Morant. Or we got to go get Kevin Durant. Either one, and I'm fine. I'm fine. I wouldn't mind going getting the Memphis KD jersey. I would not mind that. So that's my initial reaction. Hopefully we get more news, more breaking news, or somebody come speak their mind in these exit interviews or something, because we need it. Taylor Jenkins, you are a great head coach. I wouldn't mind if you came to Phoenix. I think you would be a great head coach for Phoenix. But I really hope KD leaves. So if you go to Phoenix and maybe restart their program, I think he's a great builder, phenomenal builder. Look where he got Memphis 4 years in a row. Top 5 seed outside last year when everybody was injured. But when everyone's in decent health, he's a top 5 coach in the West. I want people to understand that he's a top 5 coach in the West. Josh said, I'm good in the West, right? So is Taylor Jenkins. So we'll see where Taylor Jenkins may land next season. We don't know if there's going to be any availabilities open in the NBA as far as head coaching positions. We may see him be like Terry Stotts or Nate McMillan and join a Hall of Fame staff like Steve Kerr and the boys. So we don't know. But we'll find out pretty soon because the playoffs is around the corner and I'm excited. So that's my initial reaction. That's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening, tuning in. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, the whole 9, because we here, baby. I ain't going nowhere. I see y'all at the mountaintop. It's been the Sports Fanatic, your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace. Appreciate it.